Hey YouTube, and welcome back to another Collector Tie anime figure review video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this 1/8 scale figure of Sinon from Sword Art Online. Sinon just arrived after about a year. I ordered her originally last December. She was a birthday gift from my mother, and she was slated to release in March of 2021, but of course we all know delays have been kind of crazy in the past year or two, so she just arrived this week. This figure was a collaboration between Genco and Knead. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure which company does what during the production process, but they did produce a Yuki figure from the Alpine Online series, which turned out really well, so I had really high hopes for this figure. As you can see on the back of Sinon's box, they also did a matching Leafa and Asuna as part of their collaboration. I do have the matching Leafa that you can see in the background here, but I do not have the Asuna just yet. I did originally have Asuna's second release pre-ordered, but after her first release came out and the negative reviews were coming in and her aftermarket price started to drop, I decided to cancel it so that I could hunt for her for a lower aftermarket value price. And despite some of the negative critiques these figures have gotten, I think they still look really good, so I hope to complete the set eventually. There are a lot of things to like about these figures. One thing that really stands out to me is the color work. I think they use a lot of different shades of the colors that they do use on this figure really well. There's a lot going on with this figure between the bow, the armor, and the actions that Sinon's taking, so I think that if another company did use too much of a color or too vibrant of colors, it would seem overwhelming, but I think that Genco and Knead did a really good job of matching muted tones with tones that pop. And speaking of a lot going on with the figure, I think the companies did a good job balancing the textures of these figures as well. The smoothness on the white part of her bow is different than the smoothness on the gold part of her bow, which is also different than the strands coming off her back, and it's all different than the texture on her armor. A nice feature of these figures is that you can pop them out of their larger bases in case you need to rearrange them, or if your shelf space doesn't have the certain height to fit them all. I give companies points anytime they're willing to try something new with figures. I know there have been a lot of complaints about the bases being hollow, which I don't enjoy very much as well. But we see so many figures with so many similar features that it's nice to see companies take a chance once in a while. Having these tiered bases, I think, is a pretty nice touch. The style and the art that these figures are based off of is so cool, I really regret not being able to get the bonus tapestries that they came with. If you're a fan of Sword Art Online, I'd love to hear what you think of these figures and how they stack up to other SAO figures. Honestly, I think I would consider these figures like diamonds in the rough. They've gotten so much bad press that I think most people aren't buying them, and I enjoy that, so it'll make Asuna easier to find for me. But once I get her, I think these three are going to look fantastic together. I mentioned the Yuki figure, but Genco and Knead also did a collaboration for an Alice figure, which turned out quite nice. So if they could just round out the series with Yu-Gi-Oh and Kirito, that would be great. My only real gripe with this figure is a quality control issue. They left a bit of uneven dried paint on her breastplate. Alright, that's going to wrap up today's unboxing/review video. To those of you who made it this far in the video, thank you so much. If you like this content, I would love it if you left a like or subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again.